Your soulmate is secretly working with the police. The truth they are hiding will shock you. My beloved child. Before this moment slips away, there is a truth that has been hidden behind ordinary conversations, quiet phone calls, and unexplained absences. What you are about to hear sounds impossible, yet every strange feeling you have carried is connected to it. Your soulmate has been secretly working with the police, but not for the reason everyone would assume. Don't skip, because every passing second uncovers another layer of a mystery that has been unfolding around you without your knowledge. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. For weeks, you believed the distance between you and your soulmate meant their feelings had faded. Every delayed reply, every canceled plan, and every moment of silence felt like another door closing forever. But the silence was never about forgetting you. It was about protecting something they could never explain. There were nights when they stared at your photograph for hours before deleting messages they desperately wanted to send. They wanted to tell you everything, but they knew a single mistake could place someone they cared about in danger. The shocking truth is that your name appeared during a confidential investigation, not because you had done anything wrong, but because someone close to your life had become connected to a situation no one expected. Your soulmate overheard something they were never supposed to hear. Instead of walking away, they quietly chose to help uncover the truth. Since that day, their entire routine changed. They started disappearing without explanation, taking unexpected calls, and pretending nothing unusual was happening whenever you asked questions. Every smile they forced was hiding a secret that grew heavier with every sunrise. They feared that if they revealed even one detail too soon, everything could fall apart in a single moment. There is another piece you have never imagined. One evening, while everyone else believed life was moving normally, your soulmate was sitting inside a quiet room answering questions they never thought they would hear. The officers weren't accusing them. They trusted them. They had discovered that your soulmate possessed information connected to someone who had been pretending to be kind while secretly creating problems behind the scenes. At first, your soulmate refused to become involved. They wanted nothing except a peaceful future with you. But then they learned one unbelievable detail that changed everything. Someone had been watching your life far more closely than anyone realized. They knew your daily habits, the places you visited, and even conversations you believed were completely private. Your soulmate couldn't ignore that discovery. They made a choice that terrified them. They agreed to quietly cooperate until the truth was uncovered. Don't skip, because this next revelation changes everything you thought you understood. Every time your soulmate canceled a meeting with you, they weren't choosing someone else. They were following instructions meant to keep the investigation hidden. Every excuse sounded cold because they were protecting both you and themselves. Sometimes they sat alone after those meetings, wondering if you would eventually hate them before they ever had the chance to explain. The hardest part wasn't helping the investigation. The hardest part was pretending their heart wasn't breaking every time they watched your disappointment grow. They whispered your name when nobody was listening, hoping one day you would understand why they disappeared exactly when you needed them the most. Now listen carefully, because the truth becomes even more unbelievable from this moment forward. Recently, your soulmate uncovered something that no one inside the investigation expected to find. The mystery was never as simple as one suspicious person. Hidden beneath countless ordinary events was a chain of secrets leading back to someone whose face you recognize. That discovery shocked everyone involved. Suddenly, your soulmate wasn't just helping answer questions anymore. They had become one of the most important people capable of revealing what was really happening. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There were moments when they wanted to abandon everything, walk straight to you, and confess every hidden detail. But each time they tried, another warning arrived telling them the timing still wasn't safe. They knew that if the truth reached the wrong ears too early, months of careful work would disappear overnight. That is why their silence became louder than words. That is why their eyes carried emotions they could never explain. And that is why your connection has felt so strange lately. What you believed was distance may actually have been sacrifice. What looked like rejection may have been protection. But there is one final discovery your soulmate has not shared with anyone yet. It isn't written inside any report, and it wasn't spoken during any meeting. It involves a decision about you that could change both of your lives forever. The moment they reveal it, nothing between you will ever be the same again. A strange shift has already begun, even if you cannot see it yet. The people involved in this hidden investigation have started connecting pieces that never seemed related before, and your soulmate has realized that one missing answer leads directly toward you. Don't skip, because what happens next is the reason they have been carrying so much fear in silence. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They never imagined that protecting you would require them to hide the biggest truth of their life. Every time they looked at their phone, your name appeared in their thoughts before anything else. They wanted to tell you they were safe, that they still cared, and that none of the distance was your fault. But every conversation was being carefully measured. Every decision had consequences. One careless sentence could expose months of quiet work. So they chose silence, hoping you would one day understand that silence can sometimes be the loudest form of protection. Then something completely unexpected happened. During a private meeting, one officer revealed information that made the entire room fall silent. A person everyone believed was harmless had been secretly influencing events around your life for much longer than anyone realized. The evidence wasn't complete, but every new clue pointed in the same direction. Your soulmate immediately recognized details that no one else noticed because they knew your story better than anyone. In that moment, everything became personal. This was no longer about helping an investigation. It became about making sure your future remained untouched by someone hiding behind a friendly face. Don't skip, because the next discovery is unlike anything they expected. Your soulmate left that meeting carrying a secret that felt heavier than ever before. They couldn't sleep. They replayed every memory with you, wondering if there had been signs they both missed. The closer they came to the truth, the greater the risk became. Now another door is beginning to open, and this is where everything changes forever. Your soulmate has been asked to make one final choice. They can step away and protect themselves, or they can stay long enough to uncover the last hidden piece that could finally explain everything. Without hesitation, they chose the harder path because walking away would leave too many questions unanswered about your future. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Since making that decision, they have started noticing movements, conversations, and small details that no longer feel like coincidences. Someone else has also realized the truth is getting dangerously close to being exposed. That person has already made a move that nobody expected. Your soulmate knows the next few moments could reveal everything they have been hiding, or force them into an even deeper silence. What they discovered just before leaving their last meeting is so shocking that even the officers were left speechless. And the most unbelievable part is that your name was mentioned again, this time for a reason that changes the entire story. For a brief moment, everything seemed as if it was finally coming together. Then one unexpected conversation changed the direction of the entire investigation. Your soulmate overheard two people speaking in whispers, believing no one else was close enough to hear them. One sentence froze them completely: they still don't know the truth. Those words refused to leave their mind. Don't skip, because every second from this point forward reveals another hidden layer. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate immediately realized the mystery had never been only about gathering information. Someone had been carefully creating distractions, making innocent events appear important while hiding the real secret in plain sight. That was the moment they understood why every strange coincidence around your life felt connected. The delayed messages, the unexpected encounters, and the unexplained tension were never random. They were pieces of a much larger puzzle. Your soulmate wanted to run to you that very night and explain everything, but they were warned that the final answer was closer than ever. One emotional decision could cause months of careful work to disappear forever. As the days passed, the pressure became almost impossible to carry. Your soulmate started noticing that someone seemed to know exactly where the investigation was heading. Every time a new clue appeared, another obstacle suddenly followed. It was as though an invisible hand was always one step ahead. That realization sent a wave of fear through everyone involved. But then something remarkable happened. An old document, ignored for weeks, suddenly revealed a tiny detail that everyone else had overlooked. Your soulmate recognized it instantly because it reminded them of a conversation you once had together. In that moment, countless unanswered questions began fitting together. Don't skip, because the next discovery changes everything. They finally understood that the truth had never been hidden far away, it had been hiding behind someone everyone trusted without hesitation. The closer your soulmate came to exposing that secret, the more determined they became to keep you away from the danger surrounding it. Their silence was no longer just protection. It had become a promise they refused to break. Now the story reaches a point where there is no turning back. Your soulmate has been told that the final stage is about to begin, and once it starts, nothing can be hidden anymore. Every secret, every lie, and every unanswered question will begin rising to the surface. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Before leaving the last meeting, your soulmate quietly looked at one sealed folder resting on the table. They were not supposed to open it, but one small detail written across the cover caught their attention immediately. It was something connected to you, something they had never expected to see. Their heartbeat raced as they realized this wasn't just another piece of evidence. It could completely change the way they understood your past, your present, and the future they dreamed of sharing with you. They reached toward the folder with trembling hands, knowing that once it was opened, there would be no way to return to the life either of you believed was real. The room became completely silent as your soulmate slowly opened the sealed folder. They expected another routine report, another collection of ordinary facts. Instead, the very first page revealed a timeline that connected events no one had ever placed together before. Every date, every location, and every unexpected moment pointed toward one unbelievable conclusion. Don't skip, because what your soulmate discovered next explains why they have been protecting this secret with everything they have. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Their hands trembled as they turned another page. There was no accusation against you. There was no evidence proving you had done anything wrong. The real shock was that someone had been quietly manipulating situations around your life, hoping you would never notice the pattern. The smallest coincidences suddenly made perfect sense. Conversations that ended strangely, people who appeared at exactly the right moment, and opportunities that vanished without explanation were no longer random events. Your soulmate realized that the truth had been hiding in plain sight all along. They understood that revealing everything too early could destroy the chance to expose the person responsible. That realization forced them to remain silent just a little longer, even though every part of their heart wanted to tell you everything immediately. Hours later, another confidential meeting changed the situation once again. The investigators confirmed that the final stage had begun, and there would be no second chance if the hidden truth leaked before the right moment. Your soulmate listened carefully, but one sentence echoed louder than every other word in the room. The next move will reveal who has been hiding behind the mask. Those words stayed with them long after the meeting ended. Don't skip, because the mystery is now closer to its answer than ever before. As your soulmate stepped outside, they noticed someone watching from a distance. The person quickly disappeared before they could be recognized, but the feeling remained. It wasn't fear that filled your soulmate's heart. It was determination. They refused to let months of sacrifice end without bringing the truth into the light. Every difficult choice they had made suddenly felt worthwhile because they knew they were only one step away from uncovering what had been hidden for so long. Now everything is moving toward the moment neither of you expected. Your soulmate has one final meeting before the entire truth comes into the open. They already know that once those final answers are revealed, nothing between you will ever feel the same again. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Before leaving, they quietly looked at something they had carried throughout this journey, a small reminder of you that gave them the strength to keep going whenever doubt appeared. They whispered that every secret, every sacrifice, and every painful moment would finally make sense. But just as they prepared to walk into that final meeting, an urgent message arrived. It contained only a few words, yet those words changed everything. The plan has changed. Someone knows the truth. In that instant, your soulmate realized the biggest revelation was still waiting ahead, and the person who had stayed hidden all this time was finally about to make the first move. The message refused to leave your soulmate's mind. The plan has changed. Someone knows the truth. Those words echoed louder than every conversation they had heard during the entire investigation. Don't skip, because this is where every hidden piece begins falling into place. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate immediately understood that the final chapter had started much sooner than anyone expected. Every careful step, every silent sacrifice, and every unexplained disappearance suddenly carried a new meaning. The investigation was no longer moving quietly in the background. Whoever had been hiding behind the shadows had realized that the truth was getting dangerously close to being uncovered. Your soulmate knew there was no time left for hesitation. They had to make one final decision before everything changed forever. As they looked back on every moment they spent away from you, they realized the greatest pain had never been the danger around them. It was knowing you probably believed they had stopped caring, when in reality every difficult choice had been made to protect the future they still hoped to share with you. As the final meeting began, the atmosphere felt completely different. No one spoke unless it was absolutely necessary. New evidence had arrived only moments earlier, and every person in the room understood its importance. Then came the revelation no one expected. The investigation had uncovered proof that the hidden plan was never truly centered on your soulmate. They had unknowingly become the bridge leading investigators towards someone far more important. Every strange coincidence surrounding your life had been carefully connected by one individual who believed they would never be discovered. Your soulmate's heart raced as they realized how close the truth had been all along. Don't skip, because the next moment changes everything. One officer quietly placed a photograph on the table. The image wasn't shocking because of what it showed. It was shocking because of who was missing from it. That single absence answered questions that had remained unsolved for months. Suddenly, conversations that once seemed meaningless became impossible to ignore. Your soulmate finally understood why certain people had appeared only at specific moments and why others had mysteriously disappeared whenever important answers were close. Now there is only one step remaining before every hidden truth comes into the light. Your soulmate has accepted that they can no longer carry this burden alone. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. They know the time for silence is almost over. Soon they will stand before you with a story far different from the one you imagined. They will explain why every unanswered message, every cancelled meeting, and every painful goodbye was part of a promise they refused to break. But before they can do that, one final obstacle appears without warning. A confidential file that everyone believed was safely locked away has suddenly disappeared. No one knows who took it, or why it vanished at the exact moment the investigation reached its final stage. Your soulmate realizes that whoever possesses that file now controls the last missing piece of the entire mystery. And if they fail to recover it before sunrise, the shocking truth they have risked everything to protect may disappear forever, along with the chance to finally reveal everything to you.